My sister's cooking is horrendously gross. Like, it's almost unedible. So I told her not to bring anything to Thanksgiving this year so the guests could actually enjoy the food. Last Thanksgiving, she made deconstructed stuffing, which was literally just torn bread cubes floating in a bowl of lukewarm chicken broth. She called it rustic and artisanal. The year before that, her mashed potatoes had chunks of raw garlic the size of quarters that made my 7-year-old nephew cry actual tears at the dinner table. 2 Christmases ago, she brought a ham glazed with what she claimed was honey and brown sugar. It was Nutella, straight Nutella smeared on a ham. My dad took one bite, excused himself to the bathroom, and we didn't see him for 20 minutes. So this year I'm hosting Thanksgiving at my house, and I very gently suggested she could bring wine or rolls instead of cooking. She told me I was unsupportive of her culinary journey and hung up on me. I should have known that wouldn't be the end of it. 2 days before Thanksgiving, my mom calls me in a panic. My sister's been posting on Facebook about bringing her famous turducken to dinner. I don't even follow her anymore because of stuff like this, but mom screenshots everything. I go to her page and my stomach drops. She's posted progress photos. Day 1 shows a raw chicken stuffed inside a raw duck, stuffed inside a raw turkey, all sitting on her kitchen counter. Day 2, same photo, same counter. Day 3, she's added caption, letting the flavors marry and deepen. It's been sitting at room temperature for 3 days. I immediately call her. Caitlin, please tell me you've been refrigerating that thing. It's marinating in its own flavors, she says, like she's some kind of chef. You wouldn't understand the process. I tried explaining basic food safety. She accused me of trying to sabotage her confidence and said I was jealous of her cooking skills. Then she hung up again. I called my mom back and begged her to intervene. She said, just let her bring it, honey. We don't want to hurt her feelings. I asked if she wanted to hurt everyone's stomachs instead. She told me I was being dramatic. Thanksgiving Day arrives. I've got a beautiful spread ready, maple glazed ham, real mashed potatoes, green bean casserole that doesn't have sardines in it. Everything's perfect. Then my sister walks in carrying this massive aluminum roasting pan covered in foil. The smell hits me immediately, even through the foil. It's like death had a scent profile. She sets it on the counter with this proud smile and says, "Wait until you see this masterpiece." I lift one corner of the foil and nearly gag. The turducken is gray, not golden brown, not even pale. It's gray, like concrete gray, and it's glistening in a way that meat should never glisten. My dad walks into the kitchen, takes one look and says, "No, I'm ordering pizza." He pulls out his phone right there. My sister's face crumbles. Nobody ever supports my cooking. You're all against me. That's when my Uncle Steve walks over. I should mention Uncle Steve is a health inspector for the county. He's been doing it for 23 years. He looks at the turducken, leans in closer. His face goes pale. Then he actually pulls out his phone and starts calling his office. "Yeah, it's Steve. I'm at a family gathering and I need to report a potential biohazard situation." "No, I'm serious." My sister starts screaming. "You're calling the health department on your own niece, Caitlin?" He says calmly. "That bird has been in the danger zone for 72 hours. If anyone eats that, they're going to the hospital. I'm not letting that happen." My mom tries to mediate. "Can't we just, I don't know, reheat it really well?" Uncle Steve looks at her like she suggested drinking bleach. "Linda, reheating doesn't kill the toxins that bacteria create. That thing is a lawsuit waiting to happen." My sister's face twists into something I've never seen before. "Fine," she hisses. "If nobody will eat my cooking, I'll make sure nobody eats anything." She grabs my beautiful maple glazed ham, and before anyone can react, she dumps the entire gray turducken juice all over it. The smell immediately gets 10 times worse. My Aunt Diane gags and covers her mouth with her napkin. Then Caitlin moves toward my mashed potatoes, and I realize she's contaminating every single dish on my counter. "Caitlin, stop!" I scream, but she's already grabbing handfuls of the gray, slimy meat and throwing it at my green bean casserole. Chunks of 3-day-old poultry land in the dish with wet slapping sounds. My dad lunges forward and grabs her wrist before she can reach the dinner rolls. "That's enough!" She yanks her arm away so hard she stumbles backward into the kitchen island. Her eyes are wild, mascara already streaking down her face. "You all hate me! Every single one of you!" "We don't hate you," my mom says weakly. "We just, honey, the food wasn't safe." "Oh, so now you're a food expert too?" Caitlin spits. She's actually spitting, little droplets flying from her mouth as she yells, "You know what? I'm done. I'm done with all of you." She storms toward the front door, but not before grabbing the bowl of cranberry sauce off the dining room table and hurling it against the wall. It explodes like a red paint balloon, splattering across my cream-colored wallpaper and dripping down onto the hardwood floor. The door slams so hard that the wreath I spent an hour hanging that morning falls off and hits the welcome mat. For a solid 10 seconds, nobody moves. We just stand there, staring at the disaster zone that used to be my Thanksgiving dinner. The turkey juice is seeping into the grain of my butcher block countertop. The mashed potatoes have visible chunks of gray meat swimming in them. The green bean casserole looks like something that would grow in a petri dish. My nephew finally breaks the silence. Can we still have pizza? Uncle Steve nods slowly. Yeah, buddy, pizza. Sounds good right about now. My dad's already got his phone out, pulling up the Domino's app. How many should I order? 6, 8. Make it 10, I say, my voice coming out hollow. And get some wings too. The next 2 hours are probably the worst Thanksgiving prep time I've ever experienced. I'm scrubbing turkey juice off every surface while my mom follows behind me with bleach wipes, disinfecting everything twice. My dad and Uncle Steve are outside with trash bags, throwing away every contaminated dish. Aunt Diane is on her hands and knees scrubbing cranberry sauce out of the wall with a magic eraser. This is never going to come out, she mutters. You're going to have to repaint. I know. I already know. I can see the stains settling into the drywall, a permanent reminder of this nightmare. My phone buzzes. It's a notification from Facebook. Caitlin has posted a crying selfie. The caption reads, "When your own family gangs up on you for trying to share your creativity. Guess I know where I stand. Toxic family, you unsupported artist. Thanksgiving ruined." The comments are already rolling in from people who don't know the full story. Oh, honey, families should support each other. And they sound jealous of your talent. I want to throw my phone across the room. Instead, I screenshot it and send it to my mom. Her response comes back immediately. Just ignore her. She'll calm down. But I know Caitlin. She never calms down. She escalates. By the time the pizza arrives, we're all exhausted. We eat in my living room, paper plates on our laps, trying to salvage what's left of the holiday. Uncle Steve tells stories about his worst health inspection cases to lighten the mood. My nephew falls asleep on the couch with a half-eaten slice still in his hand. Around 8 p.m., everyone starts heading out. My mom hugs me extra long in the doorway. "I'm sorry, sweetie, I should have listened to you." "Yeah, you should have." She flinches, but I'm too tired to soften it. She deserves to feel bad. I warned her. I warned everyone. After I close the door, I lean against it and just breathe. My house smells like bleach and desperation. The cranberry sauce stain on the wall looks like a crime scene. My beautiful Thanksgiving, the one I'd spent weeks planning, is completely destroyed. I pull out my phone and block Caitlin's number. Then I block her on Facebook, Instagram, and even Twitter for good measure. I'm done. I'm so done. But apparently, the universe isn't done with me yet. 3 days later, I'm scrolling through Instagram during my lunch break at work when I see something that makes my blood run cold. It's a repost from a food blogger account I follow. They've shared a photo of what's supposedly a gourmet autumn harvest plate with perfectly arranged roasted vegetables, herb-crusted chicken, and artisan bread. The caption credits the photo to "On Caitlin's Culinary Corner." That's my sister's account. I click through to her profile and my jaw literally drops. She has 2,000 followers. Her bio reads, "Professional chef and culinary artist. DM for personalized meal plans $50. Every single photo on her page is stolen. I recognize them because I follow most of the real chefs she's ripped off. There's Gordon Ramsay's beef Wellington, labeled as Caitlin's signature Wellington. There's a Joanna Gaines fall soup called Caitlin's Harvest Bisque. There's even a photo from a Michelin star restaurant in Paris that Caitlin is claiming she made in her home kitchen. But the worst part? The comments. Just sent payment for my meal plan. Can't wait to try your recipes. You're so talented. How long have you been cooking professionally? My meal plan changed my life. Thank you so much." I scroll through her DMs, which she's stupidly left open. She's actually selling these meal plans. People are sending her $50 through Venmo, and she's responding with PDF files full of recipes she's copied from random food blogs and cookbooks. This isn't just annoying anymore. This is fraud. I screenshot everything, every stolen photo, every fake claim, every transaction. I save it all to a folder on my phone that I label Caitlin's bullshit, but I don't do anything with it yet. I need to think about this carefully. That night, I'm lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, when an idea starts forming. It's petty. It's probably not the high road. But honestly, after she ruined my Thanksgiving and has been scamming people online, I'm okay with being petty. I create a fake Instagram account. I use a stock photo of a woman's hands holding vegetables for the profile picture. I name it Odd Healthy Eats Journey and follow a bunch of food bloggers, including Caitlin, to make it look legitimate. Then I start commenting on Caitlin's posts. Nothing aggressive, just innocent questions. Wow, this looks amazing. What temperature did you bake it at? I love this. Did you use dried or fresh herbs? This is gorgeous. How long did it take you to plate? She responds to every comment with vague answers. Oh, I just eyeball it. Or, a chef never reveals all her secrets. Then I start DMing some of her customers, the ones who've left comments about buying meal plans. Hi, I saw you bought a meal plan from Caitlin. How's it going? I'm thinking about getting one. Most people don't respond, but a few do, and their answers are concerning. One woman writes back, honestly, I'm not sure. The recipes seem really complicated, and some of the ingredients are hard to find, but maybe I'm just not experienced enough. Another person says, it's okay, I guess. I tried 3 recipes so far, and one of them turned out super bland, but I'm going to keep trying. I spend the next week building trust with these people. I share my own cooking journey on my fake account. I post photos of meals I've actually made. I engage with their content. I become someone they trust. Then I start planting seeds of doubt. Hey, random question, but did Caitlin's pumpkin soup recipe call for curry powder? I'm trying to find this recipe I saw online that looked just like it. Not to be weird, but I swear I've seen that photo before. Do you know if Caitlin has her recipes published anywhere? I'm careful. I never outright accuse Caitlin of anything. I just ask questions that make people think. And then I start sending the receipts. I create a simple Google Doc. On the left side, I put Caitlin's photos from Instagram. On the right side, I put the original photos from the real chefs, with links to their websites and social media accounts. Photo after photo after photo, all stolen. I share this document anonymously with everyone who's bought a meal plan from Caitlin. I send it through Instagram DMs from my fake account with a simple message. I thought you should see this. I'm sorry. The response is immediate and explosive. Within 24 hours, Caitlin's Instagram comment section becomes a war zone. You scammed me. These aren't even your photos. I can't believe I trusted you. I'm reporting you for fraud. Give me my money back right now. I watch from my fake account as Caitlin desperately tries to do damage control. She's deleting comments left and right, blocking people, posting stories claiming she's being targeted by haters, and that people are jealous of her success. But it's too late. The word is out. Screenshots are being shared. People are tagging their friends, warning them about Hua and Caitlin's culinary corner. Someone even creates a Twitter thread exposing the whole scam, complete with side-by-side photo comparisons. Her follower count starts dropping. 2,000 becomes 1-800, then 1-500, then 1-200. I should feel satisfied. But then my phone rings at 2 a.m. It's my mom. Your sister's Instagram got suspended. She's having a breakdown. Can you please just talk to her? Absolutely not. Please, honey. I know what she did was wrong, but she's family. She ruined Thanksgiving, Mom, and she's been scamming people. This isn't about some sibling rivalry anymore. She's literally committing fraud. I know, but no, I'm done protecting her from consequences. I hang up. My hands are shaking. I feel guilty, but also vindicated, also scared. Because if Caitlin figures out it was me, I don't have to wait long to find out. The next morning, I wake up to 47 missed calls from my mom, my dad, and my Aunt Diane. There are texts too, dozens of them, all saying the same thing. Have you seen what Caitlin posted? I open Facebook with a sense of dread. Caitlin has posted a long rant on her page, but this time, she's not just crying about being unsupported, she's gone nuclear. The post includes my full name, my home address, and a claim that I'm the one who stole her recipes and ruined her business out of jealousy. She's telling people to seek justice and get refunds from the real scammer. My address. She posted my actual home address to her Facebook friends and whatever followers she has left. My doorbell rings. I look through the peephole and see a middle-aged woman I've never seen before standing on my porch with her phone out recording. Are you the one who scammed people with fake meal plans? She yells at my door. I want my $50 back. I don't answer. I don't even breathe loud enough for her to hear. She rings the doorbell 4 more times, then finally leaves. But an hour later, someone else shows up, then another person, then another. By noon, I've had 6 different people show up at my house demanding refunds for meal plans I never sold them. I call the police non-emergency line. The dispatcher sounds sympathetic, but tells me that unless someone actually threatens me or tries to break in, there's not much they can do about people ringing my doorbell. I'm trapped in my own house. I try calling Caitlin, blocked. I try texting her from my work phone, nothing. So I call my mom again. You need to make her take that post down, now. I've been trying, she won't listen to me. She says you deserve this for ruining her life. I didn't ruin her life. She ruined her own life by being a scammer. I know, sweetie, but she's not seeing it that way. She's convinced you're behind everything. I stop myself because I am behind everything, but I can't tell my mom that. Just make her take it down. I'll try. She doesn't try hard enough. The post stays up. More people show up at my house. One guy even tries to look in my windows. I'm about to completely lose my mind when I notice something weird happening on my computer. I'm getting emails, hundreds of emails, all spam. Literally every mailing list in existence is suddenly sending me promotional emails, furniture stores, adult websites, political campaigns, fast food chains, random indie bands, medical supplies, pet adoption centers. And then I see it, a notification from Experian. Someone has applied for a credit card in my name and a payday loan and another credit card from a different bank. My heart starts racing. I pull up my credit report and sure enough, there are multiple hard inquiries from the last 24 hours. None of them authorized by me. Caitlin didn't just post my address. She's committing identity theft. I call the credit bureaus and put a freeze on my credit. I file a police report. I screenshot everything and start building my own case. But I need more. I need proof that she's been doing this kind of thing all along. I need to catch her in the act. That's when I remember. When Caitlin used to house sit for me last year, she never returned my spare key. I asked for it back multiple times, but she kept forgetting. I know where she lives. I know she works evenings at a retail store 3 days a week. It's Tuesday. She works on Tuesdays. I grab my keys and head out. My hands are sweating on the steering wheel the whole drive to her apartment complex. This is breaking and entering. This is illegal. But so is identity theft. So is fraud. I park 2 buildings away and walk casually to her apartment like I belong there. I try my spare key in the lock. It turns. I'm in. The apartment smells like cat pee and old takeout. There are dishes piled in the sink, probably growing new forms of bacteria. Her famous turducken disaster makes a lot more sense now. I head straight for her bedroom, where there's a closet with a broken door hanging off one hinge. I pull it open and my stomach drops. The closet is packed, floor to ceiling, cases of expired food. Not just expired, but like months past expiration. There are cans of soup with Best By dates from 2022, packages of chicken with dates from 3 weeks ago, ground beef that's turned gray, moldy bread, vegetables so rotten they're liquefying in their plastic bags. And on the shelf above, there are clear plastic containers, dozens of them, meal prep containers. Each one has a handwritten label, Gourmet Protein Bowl 25 or Artisan Pasta Kit 30, or Chef's Special Harvest Plate $35. She's been repackaging expired grocery store food into these artisanal meal kits and selling them on Facebook Marketplace. I pull out my phone and start taking photos. Photos of the expired dates, photos of the rotten food, photos of the labeled containers, photos of everything. Then I see her laptop on the bed, open. I know I shouldn't, but I do. Her Facebook Marketplace account is still logged in. I scroll through her messages and my blood boils. Hey, I got really sick after eating that meal kit you sold me. I've been throwing up for 2 days. Caitlin's response: that's probably just your body detoxing. It's all organic ingredients. Totally normal. Another message: this chicken smells weird. Are you sure it's fresh? Caitlin: it's aged for flavor. That's how gourmet chicken is supposed to smell. Another: I found mold on the bread in my kit. Caitlin just blocked them. No response. Just blocked. I screenshot everything, every message, every complaint, every lie. Then I find the receipts. She's been buying food from this discount grocery warehouse that sells stuff that's about to expire or already has. She bought 30 pounds of chicken 2 weeks ago. The receipt shows it was marked down to $0.99 a pound because it expires in 2 days. She's been selling it for $25, $35 per meal kit. The math is insane. She's making probably 90% profit margin by poisoning people. I'm about to leave when I hear keys jingling outside the door. My heart stops. She's home early. I dive into the closet, pulling the broken door closed as much as possible. I'm crouched behind cases of expired tomato sauce, my phone clutched in my hand, barely breathing. The apartment door opens. I hear Caitlin's voice, but she's not alone. Yeah, come on in. Sorry about the mess. It's a guy's voice that responds. No worries. So you said you had a catering opportunity for me? Oh no. She's trying to recruit someone else into her scheme. I listen as she gives him her whole pitch, how she runs a successful meal prep business, how she makes bank selling, gourmet food online, how she needs help keeping up with demand. The secret, she says, and I can practically hear her smiling, is knowing where to source ingredients for cheap. I can get stuff that would normally cost $10 per pound for like $1. It's all about connections. Wow, that's amazing. Where do you source from? This warehouse across town. They sell stuff that's close to expiration. But like, expiration dates are just suggestions, you know? Food is still good way past those dates if you store it right. I want to scream. I want to burst out of this closet and tell this guy to run. But I stay frozen. They talk for another 10 minutes about her business model and how much money she's making. The guy seems interested, but nervous. He keeps asking questions about food safety, and she keeps deflecting with stuff about building trust with customers and running a sustainable business. Finally, he leaves, says he'll think about it. As soon as the door closes, I hear Caitlin laugh. Idiot. Like, I'd actually split profits with him. I just need someone to take the fall if anyone ever sues me. My phone is overheating in my hand from recording the whole conversation. I wait until I hear water running in the bathroom, then I bolt. I'm out the door and down the stairs before she can even finish peeing. I drive home with my hands shaking so bad I almost run a red light. But I have everything I need now. Photos, screenshots, recordings, everything. That night I create a mass email. I compile all the photos of the expired food, all the screenshots of Caitlin blocking customers who complained, all the receipts showing she bought expired bulk food, and the photo comparisons of her stolen Instagram content. I send it to every single person who's ever bought a meal kit from her Facebook marketplace. I got their emails from her laptop while I was there. I know, another illegal thing, but at this point I'm committed. The subject line is simple: important information about meal kits purchased from Caitlin. I don't include my name. I send it from a burner email account I create specifically for this purpose. I just let the evidence speak for itself, and then I wait. By morning, my phone is buzzing constantly, but not with angry people showing up at my door. This time, it's my mom calling in a panic. Have you heard from your sister? Her phone's been going crazy and she's not answering. No, why would I? Someone sent out this email about her food business, and now people are threatening to call the health department. She's having a complete meltdown. Good, I think, but I don't say it. That's terrible. She thinks you're behind it. Mom, I've been home all day. I don't even know what email you're talking about. It's not technically a lie. I wasn't home all day, I was at work, but my mom isn't buying it. Listen, I know things have been bad between you two, but this is getting out of hand. People are talking about lawsuits and pressing charges. She could go to jail. Maybe she should. She's been poisoning people and committing fraud. Those are actual crimes. She's your sister. She posted my address online and stole my identity. She's not acting like my sister. The line goes quiet for a second. Then my mom sighs. I don't know what to do anymore. This family is falling apart. Yeah, well, maybe it needed to. I hang up and immediately feel guilty. My mom doesn't deserve this. She's just trying to keep everyone together. But some things can't be kept together. Some things need to break, so better things can grow. An hour later, 3 people show up at Caitlin's apartment, not customers, health inspectors. Apparently, someone made an anonymous tip about her meal kit operation. I know because my Uncle Steve texts me, "Did you know your sister was running an illegal food service? Got a call from my colleague about her. This is serious." I text back, "Yeah, I found out recently. It's really bad." He responds with, "She's facing major fines, possibly criminal charges if anyone can prove they got sick from her food. This is beyond family drama now. This is a health crisis." That night, Caitlin shows up at my house. She's pounding on my door, screaming, "I know you did this. I know it was you. You destroyed my life. You're the reason CPS took my—" Wait, CPS? I open the door. "What are you talking about?" Her face is blotchy from crying. Her hair is a mess. She looks like she hasn't slept in days. Don't play dumb. You called them. You told them I was an unfit parent. They took my baby. I didn't even know Caitlin had a baby. Last I heard, she was single and living alone. Caitlin, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't call anyone. Liar. They showed up this morning asking about my living conditions and my food safety practices and whether I was endangering a minor. And it's all your fault because you told them the truth. What truth? I don't even know you have a kid. She's sobbing now, mascara running down her face. I had a son. I had a beautiful baby boy, and now he's in foster care because of you. Because you couldn't mind your own business. Because you had to destroy everything I built. You built? You mean the expired food scam? The stolen Instagram photos, the fraud? I was trying to make money. I was trying to provide for my son. And now he's gone, and it's all your fault. I step back. Caitlin, if CPS took your baby, it's not because of me. It's because you were doing something dangerous enough to warrant that. You were selling rotten food out of your apartment, food that was making people sick. If your kid was living in that environment, get away from me. She lunges forward like she's going to hit me, but then she crumbles, just collapses on my front porch, sobbing into her hand. I don't know what to do. Part of me wants to call the cops. Part of me wants to slam the door. But there's this tiny part that feels bad because she's still my sister, and she's clearly in crisis. I sit down on the porch next to her, not close enough to touch, but close enough that she knows I'm there. You need help. I say quietly. Real help. Not from me. From, like, a therapist or something. I don't need a therapist. I need my son back. Then get your life together. Clean up the apartment. Stop the scams. Actually learn to cook if that's what you want to do. Take classes. Do it right. It's too late. Everyone hates me now. I can't come back from this. You could if you actually apologized and made amends, but instead, you keep doubling down. You posted my address online. You stole my identity. You tried to blame me for your failures. She looks up at me with red, puffy eyes. I didn't know what else to do. You've always been the successful one, the one everyone likes. I just wanted to be good at something. So you chose fraud and food poisoning? She almost laughs. Almost. But then she just cries harder. We sit there for a while, her crying, me staring at my neighbor's lawn gnome collection. Finally, she stands up. I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. I know I messed up everything. I just don't know how to fix it. Start by telling the truth. Tell people you're sorry. Give them their money back if you can. Actually face the consequences. She nods but doesn't say anything else. She just walks back to her car and drives away. I don't hear from her for 2 weeks. Then one day, I get a text from my mom. Caitlin checked into a mental health facility. She's gonna be there for 30 days. I think she's really trying this time. Maybe she is. Maybe she isn't. I don't really care anymore. But a few days after that, I get a Facebook message from someone named Taylor. Hi, I think you know Caitlin. I need to talk to you about something serious. I accept the message. Who is this? My name is Taylor. For the past 6 months, I've been in a relationship with someone I met online. We've been messaging every day, video chatting, building a connection. They told me their name was you. They used your photos. They said they were a successful chef in another city. They've borrowed $3,000 from me for various emergencies. I just found out today that they catfished me, that it was actually Caitlin pretending to be you the whole time. I'm devastated and furious, and I think you deserve to know. I stare at my phone screen for a full minute. She catfished someone using my identity. For 6 months, for $3,000, this isn't just sibling drama anymore. This is straight up identity theft and fraud on a massive scale. I messaged Taylor back. I'm so sorry this happened to you. I had no idea. Can we meet? I think we need to talk about this in person. We meet at a coffee shop 3 days later. Taylor is a soft-spoken person in their late 20s with kind eyes and an understandable amount of anger in their voice. They show me everything. Months of messages where I told them about my chef job, my food blog, my dreams. Photos that Caitlin stole from my actual Facebook and Instagram. Screenshots of Venmo transactions where Taylor sent money for Caitlin's broken car, her medical emergency, her rent payment. I trusted them, Taylor says, voice cracking. I was falling in love with them, and it was all a lie. An idea forms in my mind. It's possibly the most petty thing I've ever considered, but looking at Taylor's devastated face, at the evidence of my sister's manipulation, I realize this isn't about being petty anymore. This is about justice. How would you feel about setting a trap? I ask. Taylor looks up. What kind of trap? Caitlin's out of the mental health facility in 2 weeks. When she gets out, she's going to be desperate for money and validation. What if you messaged her saying you want to meet in person, that you've forgiven her, and you want to talk about rebuilding trust? You want me to catfish her back? No, I want you to get closure. And I want her to face what she did to everyone in front of witnesses. Taylor's quiet for a moment. Then they nod. What did you have in mind? We spend the next hour planning. It's elaborate, it's risky, but if it works, it'll be perfect. 2 weeks later, exactly when Caitlin is released from the facility, Taylor sends her a message. I know what happened was complicated, but I think we need to talk face to face. There's a food influencer networking event at Rossi's next Saturday. Industry professionals, potential sponsors, the works. I can get you in as my +1. Maybe we can start over? Caitlin responds within minutes. Really? You do that for me? I want to believe there's a good person underneath the mistakes. Everyone deserves a second chance. Hook, line, sinker. The following Saturday, I'm at Rossi's an hour early. It's an upscale Italian restaurant downtown, the kind of place that has cloth napkins and a dress code. I've reserved a table in the back corner with a clear view of the entrance. Taylor arrives right on time, looking nervous but determined. We sit together, 2 printed folders on the table between us. One contains all the evidence of the Instagram scam. The other has printouts of the catfishing messages and Venmo receipts. Are you sure about this? Taylor asks. Positive. She needs to see what she's done, all of it, in a public place where she can't run or make a scene without consequences. At 6:30 p.m. exactly, Caitlin walks in. She's dressed up, hair done, makeup perfect, wearing a dress that she definitely can't afford. She spots Taylor and her face lights up. She's practically glowing as she walks over. Taylor, I'm so glad you... She freezes when she sees me. What is this? Her voice goes flat, cold. Sit down, Caitlin, I say calmly. No, this is a setup. You're unbelievable. Sit Sit down. Something in my voice makes her listen. She slides into the chair across from us, arms crossed defensively. Taylor opens the first folder. 6 months ago, you created a profile, pretending to be your sister. You used her photos, her name, made up an entire fake life. You told me you were a chef, that you were successful, that you cared about me. I did care about. You stole $3,000 from me. Taylor's voice cracks. $3,000 I didn't have. I took out a loan to help you with your emergencies, and none of it was real. Caitlin's face goes pale. I was going to pay you back. When? When were you going to do that? I slide the second folder across the table. While you were selling expired food to people? While you were stealing photos for your fake Instagram? While you were committing identity theft by applying for credit cards in my name? The table next to us goes quiet. People are starting to notice. Caitlin's eyes dart around the restaurant. Can you keep your voice down? No, Taylor says firmly. I can't, because you need to hear this. You need to hear what you've done. A waitress approaches our table with a phone held up. She's recording. Sorry, she says, not sounding sorry at all, but my cousin bought one of your meal kits last month. She was in the hospital for 3 days with food poisoning. I want to make sure there's a record of this. Caitlin stands up so fast, her chair scrapes across the floor. You set this all up. You're trying to ruin me. You ruined yourself, I say quietly. We're just making sure everyone knows the truth. She looks at Taylor, then at me, then at the waitress still recording. Her face crumbles. She tries to run, but she's shaking so badly she trips over her own feet and knocks into a tray of dishes a busboy is carrying. Plates shatter, glasses break. The entire restaurant turns to look. Caitlin scrambles to her feet, not even apologizing to the busboy, and runs for the exit. She shoulder checks someone on the way out, sending their drink flying. The restaurant is dead silent for a moment. Then the manager approaches our table. I'm going to have to ask you to leave as well. I don't know what's going on, but we understand, Taylor says. We're sorry for the disruption. We'll pay for the damages. We split the bill for the broken dishes. It's $200, worth every penny. Outside, Taylor takes a shaky breath. That was intense. Are you okay? Yeah, I think so. I just needed to see her face when she realized she couldn't lie her way out of it. I needed her to know that I know. What are you going to do now? File a police report. Sue her in small claims court. Get my money back if I can. They look at me. What about you? I think I'm done. I got what I needed too. We hug goodbye. It's weird hugging someone I barely know, but it feels right. We're bonded by Caitlin's chaos, survivors of the same disaster. I drive home in a daze. My phone has been buzzing nonstop. The waitress posted the video online, and it's already spreading. Within an hour, it has 50,000 views. By morning, it's at $200,000. The comments are vicious. This is the expired food scam girl. She's been exposed like 10 times and she's still trying. How is she not in jail? My mom calls me that evening. Did you really do that? At a restaurant in public? Yep, that was cruel. So is food poisoning. So is identity theft. So is catfishing someone out of $3,000. She's been cruel for years and nobody stopped her. She needed to be stopped. She's in the hospital now. Panic attack. They had to sedate her. I feel a tiny pang of guilt, but only tiny. Maybe now she'll get the help she actually needs. The whole family is falling apart because of this feud between you two. This isn't a feud, Mom. This is me protecting myself and other people from someone who's been hurting everyone around her. If the family can't see that, then maybe it needs to fall apart. She hangs up without saying goodbye. I spend the rest of the evening blocking more family members on social media. Cousins I haven't spoken to in years are messaging me saying I went too far. Aunts are posting vague status updates about cruelty and forgiveness. But I also get messages from Taylor's friends thanking me. I get messages from people who bought Caitlin's meal kits saying they wish they'd known sooner. I get a message from Uncle Steve saying, proud of you for standing up to her. 3 days later, my mom calls again. This time her voice is different, quieter. I saw everything. Taylor sent me the folder, all the evidence, the messages, the photos, the receipts. I didn't realize how bad it was, how much she'd been lying to everyone. I tried to tell you. I know. I'm sorry. I was so busy trying to keep peace that I didn't see she was the one breaking it. It's not a full apology, but it's something. What now? I ask. Now? Now she deals with the consequences. The police want to talk to her about the fraud. Taylor's lawyer sent her a letter. 3 of her meal kit customers are filing small claim suits. And I told her she's not welcome at Christmas unless she makes real amends to you and everyone else she hurt. You really told her that? I did. Your father backed me up. We're done enabling her. When I hang up, I feel lighter than I have in months. Caitlin doesn't come to Christmas. She doesn't reach out to apologize. According to my mom, she moved to another city to start fresh. I don't believe she'll actually change. People like Caitlin rarely do. But at least now she's someone else's problem. 6 months later, I get a letter in the mail. It's from Taylor. Won the small claims case. Got my $3,000 back. Caitlin never showed up to court, so it was a default judgment. I wanted you to know. Thank you for helping me get closure. Hope you're doing well. T. I smile and put the letter in a drawer with all the other evidence I'd collected, just in case I ever need it again. My mom finally gets it. She calls every week now to check in, and she never mentions Caitlin unless I bring her up first. We went out for lunch yesterday and she said, "I saw everything, and I understand now. Make sure to click on the screen to watch other stories."